Thank you, Madam Chair. And you outlined very eloquently the danger, so I don't really have to spend a lot of time on that. Everybody in this hearing knows the level of risk that we have before us. So just let me tell you a bit about the Solarium. It was created in the 2019 National Defense Authorization Act. It was a national commission whose mission was to establish a comprehensive strategy to defend this country in cyberspace. The structure of the commission was somewhat unique. It had 14 members, 4 sitting members of Congress, myself, Senator Ben Sasse, Congressman Mike Gallagher of Wisconsin, Republican from Wisconsin, Jim Langevin, who's a Democratic member of the House, member of the Armed Services Committee from Rhode Island. We also had 4 members from the executive and 6 members from the private sector. One of the most valuable members of the entire commission was Tom Fanning, who is the CEO of the Southern Company. I think it's the second largest electrical utility in the country. We had over 30 meetings. We had about 90% attendance at all of our meetings. And we talked about a whole range of cyber issues. Our report really boils down to 3 simple points. One is reorganization, reorganizing and organizing our government to be responsive to this problem and not operate in silos. Secondly is resilience, how to strengthen our resistance to cyber attacks and how to build up our defenses, if you will. And the third is response. How do we develop a deterrent doctrine so that our adversaries have to feel that they will pay a price for attacking this country, even if it's below the level of the threshold of the use of force. Energy, of course, is a major target. One of the challenging parts of this problem, which you and Ranking Member Manchin mentioned, is that this is really has to be a partnership between the federal government and the private sector. 85% of the target space in cyberspace is in the private sector. A lot of that is in the energy sector. And if there's one thing we learned from the pandemic, it's that the unthinkable can happen. And a significant cyber attack is not unthinkable. We know that it is being planned, and we know that it is happening today. I spoke recently to a utility executive who told me that his system is attacked 3 million times a day, now, today. So this is not an abstract issue. This is something that we have to address. And the commission made a number of legislative recommendations, more than 24 of which we hope will be included in the final National Defense Act that's now headed to conference. And I want to thank the committee and the chair and the ranking member for their cooperation on assisting us in getting those provisions into the National Defense Act. There'll be others that we will be discussing over the next few months in this committee. But I want to thank you for having this hearing. It's incredibly important. This is one of our prime issues, and I look forward to the testimony of our witnesses. And again, thank you for your work on this. And if we work together, we can defend this country. Thank you, Madam Chair.